This is a blog for Monday the 17th of November jazz lesson. To start the lesson off, we did a quick warm-up which was led by Amy to raise the heartbeat and to get us prepared for the session. And we had Jack in for this session, who's playing Tiger Lily in the pantomime, because Jack's not really rehearsed Apache with us, so he's feeling a bit unconfident routine-wise and choreographically. And to be fair, we've not had many rehearsals with him, so it's different whenever we perform with Jack because we've got an extra character in the choreography. So it was nice to have him in the session today. So we obviously went over Apache and the bongo dance, and we did this quite a lot to tighten up Apache, because Apache's completely finished now, but the bongo's still got a few more sections to add on. Sorry. And we performed Apache quite a few times, so Jade did this so that we could look at what areas we need to improve. So each time we performed it, some people were taken out of the choreography and they were told to look at certain things in the dance. So me, Shanley and Katie were taken out of the choreography first, and we were told to look at attitude towards the dance and in the dance, body language and facial expressions. And my feedback is underneath down in the blog. And what I wrote was that at the start of the dance, when our arms are straight, we're moving around and pivoting in a circle, Jess and Amy have really good facial expressions and they're proper getting into the dance and rearing themselves up like they're ready to go. And it's really nice because they've got strong facials from the start. And then there's attitude bits on the wunga 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 bit, because some people are miming along to the words, and when they're miming along they're getting more into the dance, so they're not feeling as stupid, and it's really nice. But the rest of my feedback's underneath below. So we went, people kept coming out and sitting out and going back in, and other people's feedback's underneath. Like Leah's feedback was, at the beginning of the dance, not everyone's got the heads up looking to the other person in front of them, or they're not doing flat backs. This is important because the starting position isn't even right, so it's not setting a good example for the rest of the performance. So we really need to tighten all the movements up in Apache and get everything clean and technical. So we did this quite a few times, and like I said, everyone's feedback will be under the blog. We then went on to the bongo song, and we learnt new choreography for this. So the principal dancers, which is myself, Amy, Jess, Daniel and Hannah, had to do like a little solo section each, where you improvise and you come out and revisit a movement, and then you move to the music, and then you do something else, and then you travel to get to the corner where the rest of the dancers are. And I've never really done a dance like that before, so it was different for me because I found it a little bit daunting, as I was the first person to go out of the principal dancers, so I didn't have anyone else to look at or to see what they were doing, so I had to just completely make it up by myself. But I think I did okay, and that's good because it's pushing me out my comfort zone, it's getting me used to different things. And then we have this travelling phrase, and it's quite a physical travelling phrase, and there's a lot of jumps and there's a lot of movements, and it's quite fast paced, so it's really difficult to get all your movements on point and in time with everyone else, because 2 people go, then 3 people, then 2 people, then 3 people, so you've got to be in time with your other people, so that's helping you use your peripheral vision, and that's helping you use teamwork skills, because you need to be in time with other people that are in your same line, because if you're not, it's going to look extremely messy. And I'm put with Amy and Jess, so that's really putting the pressure on me, because they're really confident in this sort of dancing, and they've got a lot more energy than me, because my stamina's not as good as them. So that's pushing me to be as good as them, so that's good, because I've got something to work towards and got something to be better than and try and be as good as, so that's really pushing me. And then for the Apache, we kept we kept doing Apache over and over and over again. And there's a video of Apache which will be on the blog. In the Apache routine, I've got good facials, but my character's not consistent all the way through. So there's a section where we move to travel around Jack, and he's rapping and we're bobbing along. And when we're moving towards him, I get lazy and I just start walking. It's something completely unimaginative. So it's not really a good thing. It needs to be consistent characters. So I really need to look at this. And then when we lunge back and move our arms back, I'm whipping my head now. I've got the correct head movement and the correct back movement now. So that's really good. I'm really pleased with that because I was struggling with that movement. But I'm not bringing my arms back enough. So my arms are coming to about there when they should be going all the way back because it looks more effective and it looks like you're going lower. So I really need to put these together now. So with my head flipping back and then my back arching and then my arms going completely back, the movement will look stronger. And then I just, on the choruses, because we do that going around in a circle and then we do that, it takes it out of you quite a lot. So I really need to be more disciplined in those movements because I just get lazy, which isn't good because I need to be consistent in my character, consistent in my technique, and consistent in my energy. Oh, what? There was something else. Oh, so when we go into a play and I do our thrust forward, right, back, left, my first one isn't looking as good. And some people in the routine have done a little trick where they pull the pelvis back, so when they push it forward, it looks like it's going further forward. So I need to try this because it's starting to really hurt my hips when I'm pushing my pelvis forward. But it's fine doing it to the right, left, and back. But I'll try this trick next time we're choreographing to see if this does anything else. Because I really need to concentrate on my pliés. And I'm getting quite low, so this is good. And I've got a strong position with my arms and my facials. It's just the thrust that they're looking at. For homework, we got given to a task to look at the video of Apache and pick out certain points. So my strengths of Apache were my performance skills, that I have good facials. I find doing over-exaggerated facials quite easy because I'm a naturally expressionate person in my facials and I'm not bothered about making myself look stupid. I actually quite like people laughing at my facial expressions, so I do them purposely to make myself look more like an idiot. So like when we're in a play, I have to pull a serious face, so I imagine that I'm a kid who's just been told no and I'm proper pouting and I'm really, really upset about it. And then when we're going around on the circle doing the Indian movement, I have a really over-exaggerated, excited face because it's really good and it's not a serious moment. So my facial expressions are strong. I don't need to work on them or worry about them. Strengths of my physical skills were my stamina. I feel like my stamina is slowly improving because I can perform the bongo song and Apache now and not just quit halfway through. It can be more and it could be more better, but it's improving. I can definitely see an improvement. My strengths in my technique, I'm getting deeper into my plie and turning out more. This is really good because this means that I'm putting more energy and more effort and concentrating more on my technical movements because I'm getting used to choreography. So this is really good because this will help in my second and bring it out more. My areas of improvement for my performance skills, I need to remain in character throughout the dance. There was one point in the dance which was where we were walking to get around Jack while he raps where I completely brought out a character, which isn't good and it's not consistent, so that can't happen. So I need to just be consistent and be aware of my character's facial expressions. My physical skills that need improving on, I need to follow my movements through. So like I said before, the lunge back where you bring your arm back, I need to really push myself on that movement. So I've got my back arching and my head pushing back. I need to just focus on my arms now because it'll make the movement look stronger. My technique needs massively improving for the bongo song. Oh, it needs improving so much because the bongo song is so technical, it's untrue. I really, really need to practice the bongo song because it's very tricky, and it's got isolations at one point of the hips, and I've never done that before. Like it's also, we're in a second, but you transfer your weight over to your left, and then you isolate this hip, and then you transfer your weight over to the right, then you isolate that. And I'm really struggling with that because I've never done that before, so that's new. So I really need to look at that. And then it's got isolations of the hips and demanding movements. So I really need to concentrate on the bongo song. And there's one point where we go on to rise. I need to hold it because I'm the last person to drop on the fourth beat. I need to really hold my core and pull myself up on that. I need to practice in Apache. I need to practice the popping of my chest at the start of the song. So we're in a flat back and we pop our chest. We don't move our arms. I'm moving my arms instead of my chest. So I need to move my core and really focus on that. Because it doesn't look as effective if the correct techniques aren't applied. So I really need to focus on this. And then my strength of the session was understanding new choreography quickly and getting along with what I've been told to do and getting out of my comfort zone, which was being the first person to go out the principal dancers to improvise. So, because I'm not very good with improvisation, so I'm getting out of my comfort zone there, and I'm doing different things. I'm getting used to doing things I don't like, which is making me more confident, so this is good. My weakness is I'm getting tired halfway through the dances, then that means I'm not putting as much character in the dance. And during rehearsals, Shanley brought his arm back and knocked the music off, so we had to continue with the music off, and when I did this, I wasn't in as much character. It shouldn't matter if there's music playing or if there's music not, I should still be in a character, which I didn't remain in character, so this affected my performance. My area to improve is improve my stamina throughout the bongo song and Apache, because they're just both such demanding songs, it's untrue. I need to be able to continue the choreographies without getting half-hearted halfway through. I need to be more disciplined, which means that I need to not do stuff half-heartedly, even if I am tired. So those two are a really big thing that I need to focus on, because if I'm disciplined, that means I'm going to do the movements I'm told. That means I'm going to respond quickly to my tutors, and that means I'm going to do things right on the spot and not complain. And that concludes this blog.